So we have connected our GA4 data on Looker Studio to track our e-commerce performance, and most businesses stop here because on GA4 they can report revenue, traffic, and conversions. But if you are experienced enough, you will notice that GA4 never matches your actual revenue data. Your actual revenue data is on Shopify. My recommendation with this kind of dashboards is that we take the best for every data source. So we take our ad spend and campaign performance from Google Ads and TikTok and Meta, and we can take our actual revenue from Shopify and our actual traffic and key events from GA4. In this case, I want to monitor our actual sales. That's why we need to visualize Shopify data. So the first thing I will do is I will create a new page, and you already know how to do this. I will go to add a page, I will select a blank page, and instead of untitled, I will call this page Shopify. It is time to visualize our data, so I will go to add a chart, and I will be very consistent in the design with this dashboard. So Shopify will be similar to GA4. I want to do it like this because I want to show you that the structure or thinking of your data will be very consistent across channels. So a scorecard, I will select here. I don't want to visualize my hour of day. I want to visualize my net sales, and I will paste it here. This number is pretty big, right? We are doing very well. So I will change the styling, and in the styling, I will make these numbers compact. Now, the number is shorter or smaller, I will go back to setup, and again, to add context to my data, I will select a comparison date range. Instead of none, it will be previous period, and apply. Here I want to validate my date range, so it is April. I will keep it like that, and that's everything. And now I will simply copy and paste to visualize metrics that I care about. So copy, paste, and here this metric, instead of net sales, will be total sales. And also, besides total sales, I also want to visualize my customers. If you are wondering, by the way, what is the difference between total sales and net sales is like the purest way to visualize your revenue, because now it is deducting discounts, taxes, and refunds. So I think it is the cleanest way to monitor your data. Now, here I want to visualize my total customers and also my average order value. And I think that with these metrics, we have enough to understand our revenue, because we can express our revenue in money with net sales and total sales, in number of customers, and in average order value. Those are the three most important levers to monitor your Shopify revenue performance. Now I will segment this data by multiple levers, just as we did with GA4. So I will go to add a chart, then I will select a time series, and over time I will visualize my sales data. So I am visualizing by date. I could do it by week, by month, by day of week, as I told you, and the metric will be total sales, and I will change the style. Instead of blue, I will make it orange. Oh, no, actually, it is not orange. It is Shopify, not GA4. So it will be green. Now we are visualizing our Shopify data daily. If you remember GA4 data, we could break down by geography, by demographics, by title, by acquisition sources. Let's see how I can segment my Shopify data. I will start with this table, and in this table I will visualize my data by UTM medium. So as you can see, also with Shopify, we can tell our acquisition sources based on the reported UTMs for every order. So we have created our acquisition chart for Shopify data, but I want to change the styling. So I will go to style, and the font color of the hair won't be black, it will be white. And also the background of the hair will be transparent. Now this looks like more the current dashboards that we are setting. I will also show the number of these bars, and the color of this will be as well green. So with this green now, it is very similar, but I will do an additional change. I don't want to see the numbers, the round numbers of this table. So I will scroll down to style, and I will search for removing these numbers. And here it is in the table body. I can remove or unselect the round numbers. Once I remove it, I can change the size of this table, and now I am breaking down my Shopify sales by acquisition source or acquisition medium in this case. I will do the same with another segmentation or another lever. So I will go to add a chart, and this time I will use a pie chart. I will paste it right here, and in the setup I will change the query. This time I will keep the metric total sales across all these charts, but I will segment my data by customer type. So Shopify customer type lets me know if my customers are new or repeat. I want to know how many of my sales come from new customers and from recurring customers. This is critical to understand your marketing performance. You don't want to know the marketing performance based on customers that are coming back anyways, unless you are measuring your performance for email, but that's another conversation. So here, as you can see, I am segmenting by acquisition source and by customers type, but I am not done. Something I will do is I will change the size of this table so it matches my pie chart. Once I select this, I will drag and drop all these charts so they fit in the dashboard better, and I will add a title because I want to add context of this chart so users can understand what they are visualizing. So I will go to style, and in the title I will select something like new versus repeat customers. So we are segmenting our Shopify data by top sources and new and repeat customers. If you pay attention, I can break down my Shopify data by UTM. Also, I can do that with GA4 data and also with ads data. Imagine if we can match our UTMs across these channels so we can have actual end-to-end attribution. This is for another class, but this is super exciting, and this is one of the possibilities that you have with Potter. Anyways, I will copy and paste this table, and I will segment my data by a different level, by customers. So this time I will select this table and I will change the query. I will go to setup, and on setup I will change the dimension. This time I will select customer image. By the way, you want to pull the name of the customer, the email, and other details from your customers, you can do it. In this case, I won't do it because it is sensitive data. Here I will go to style and I will choose a different name. This is how you can create a Shopify report on Looker Studio. As you can see, we can take all our metrics, customers, products, orders, average order value, and we can segment those by time. We can segment by sources, by type of customers, new and repeat, by products, by orders, by stores, by tags, by all the data that you have on your Shopify store. We can use it to segment your sales performance. See you in our next lesson.